Nick's review and analysis of And Justice for All, the 10th episode of Dexter, Resurrection Season 1. While subtly addressing the lingering shadow of the New Blood finale, the episode deftly forges new ground for the series. Dexter, Resurrection's first season officially ends with an episode that is both safe and out of the ordinary. In addition to experimenting with genre clichés that have never been seen on Dexter before, it pushes quickly to wrap up the season's main arcs and lay the groundwork for potential future explorations. The episode does a commendable job of wrapping up an exceptionally excellent season while getting ready for the possible future that follows, regardless of where it ends up in the fandom's eyes. Awaits us. For my complete assessment and analysis, continue reading. Recap of the episode. Prior to delving into the analysis, let's examine the episode's most significant plot points. Following the drama in the vault, Leon and Charley butt heads. Charley finds the escalation upsetting, but Prater is obviously proud of himself for killing Batista. While Dexter attends to his NYPD gala, which is about to start below, Prater leaves him in the vault. Charley raises her worries, but Leon eventually gets the better of her. Brian shows up as Dexter struggles with Batista's death and tries to persuade him that allowing his darker impulses will make him feel less guilty and in agony. In the end, Dexter rejects the idea and shoves Brian away. Dexter discovers a filing cabinet containing documents on every murderer Prater has been pursuing while looking for a way out. Additionally, he discovers a compromising file about Charley, which he knows he can use as leverage to subjugate Charley. Dexter locates Batista's phone and calls Harrison to ask for assistance. He phones Lance after learning of his father's situation and agrees to take the catering job at the gala in order to get to Dexter. Dexter leads Harrison to the vault at the gala while Harrison remains on the phone with him. In the end, the infiltration attempt backfires when Charley intercepts Harrison attempting to enter the stairway. The penthouse's entrance. Dexter tries to use the file to negotiate his way out of the vault by confronting Charley with it over the phone. In the end, Charley chooses to compromise and release Harrison while trapping Dexter. Harrison prepares to enter the code while Dexter attempts to guess the vault combination using Prater's files. In the end, he makes the proper choice by attempting to use Cooper Morris' prisoner ID number as the code. Harrison and Dexter are reunited as the vault unlocks. When Dexter discovers that his fictitious thumbprint vanished during the confusion, he sends Harrison to flee via the gala. Ultimately, he discovers the handprint engraved in Batista's neck from there. His battle is followed by a thorough cleaning and his escape via the private elevator. Charley quits her job with Prater and says she will expose him
if he doesn't continue to cover her mother's medical expenses. He sees Harrison in the crowd and, in his annoyance, rushes to stop him at gunpoint as he leaves through the kitchens. Harrison, who is being held captive back at the vault, calls Dexter as he is about to leave. With Harrison's assistance and a surprise dose of M99, Dexter eventually gains the upper hand when he returns to the vault. Dexter places Leon on a murder table in the vault while Harrison escapes. Dexter chooses not to draw blood before delivering the fatal blow. Prater's slip. After stealing Prater's data and blood slides, Dexter makes off with Leon's body and sounds the alarm. When the NYPD and detectives Wallace and Oliva break into the vault, they discover Batista's body as well as a number of pieces of evidence that suggest a new suspect in the New York Ripper case. In the harbor, Dexter disposes of Leon's body by commandeering Prater's vessel. He revels in the moonlight, accepts who he really is, and realizes how crucial Harrison and Blessing are to his life in the end. Remember the rule of threes. The rule of threes, a perverse guideline pertaining to how long a person may live without oxygen, food, or water, is brought up by Leon Prater as he considers his next move early in the season finale. Paradoxically, it also made me realize that Dexter, Resurrection is the third installment of the Venerable series, which concluded in 2013. Even while I think Original Sin and New Blood were both brilliantly done in their own way, Resurrection is the series that will be remembered most for recapturing the fans' enthusiasm and creativity. Ironically, and possibly surprisingly, this conclusion feels a lot like a rerun of the contentious New Blood climax. Even though the episode's setting and circumstances are completely different, it nonetheless grapples with the same issues and even reflects significant incidents that ultimately caused the fan base to divide in the first place. Naturally, the authors take use of this rare chance to draw attention to those parallels while examining a whole different set of possibilities that will undoubtedly satisfy readers who felt let down by the original conclusion. You don't trust me? The parallels are obvious, deliberate, and unavoidable. Dexter is confined in Prater's vault instead of a jail cell, and he has to phone Harrison for assistance. Rather than murdering an innocent person as he was escaping, Dexter is committed to exacting revenge for Batista's death at the hands of a malevolent third party. He even requests to be shot in the chest once more at one point. This time, the act of self-sacrifice does not entail placing a heavy load on his cherished son's lap. Most significantly, though, it concludes with Dexter riding off into the sunset, embracing and even admitting his true self. Basically, this episode feels like a smart, and incredibly entertaining, salve for those who didn't enjoy the conclusion of New Blood, which, for the rec.